Ah, ah. What's going on, brothers? What's going on? IP in the building. What's going on, brothers? Who is here? Y'all good? How you brothers doing, man? What is going on? Type of one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Summertime, it's summertime, man, and I'm making some moves coming very soon, man. Who's here? Who's here? Let me know. Who's here in the building? We got Tarin in the building. Awesome, man. What's going on, Tarin? Who else is here? Aaron of Ishval. Awesome. Awesome. What's up, Aaron? What's going on? All right, let's get straight into it, okay? Welcome, brothers. It's been a minute. I've been busy, but summertime now. I've got freer space. I've got some special plans coming ahead, and I'll keep y'all tuned, man. But I hope y'all good. Hope you're keeping well, eating healthy. IP been in the gym. IP been working out. Ooh, and yep, it's going very well. So let's get straight into it, okay? All right. So there will be a kick crash out. All right. Once again, there will be a kick crash out, and of course, we're going to crash out on there and speak that truth. Okay. So make sure you brothers are following me on Kick. Okay. Because you don't want to miss out for that one. Absolutely not. All right. Here's a Kick link in the chat. There you go. Okay. We'll be crashed now on Kick after. All right. Now, aside from that, when you come in tonight, brothers, please hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations, show some support to the channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Please, thank you very much. Okay. Copy your merch, get a t-shirt, get a hoodie. Make sure you join the Patreon too for intel on foreign women, traveling, etc., etc. And of course, we have a public Facebook group. Okay, so you can join, chop up with other brothers, network. All right. Make sure you join that public Facebook group. There it is in the chat. Okay. So now let's get straight into it. Okay. Okay. The title of this stream, right? And I will be reacting to some clips as well that's happening over the past couple of weeks. Well, who's here, man? We've got 19 people watching so far. Type on one in the chat. Are you brothers good? Who's here, bro? Scumbag Trading Inc. What's up, bro? Who else is here? Who else is here? We've got 2 people on Twitch. What's up, Twitch gang? What's up, Twitch gang? Who else is here, man? Type on one. Y'all good? We literally had the Swedish stream, what, 8 days ago? Right? It feels like a long time. But time is going so fast, right? You lose perception of time. Dave V17 from Kick Gang in the building. Kick Gang. What's up? Mike 10 Focus. What's up, bro? If you're on YouTube, type of one in the chat. Who's here, bro? It's been a minute. Come on, man. Who's here? Let me know. Mar story time. Okay, awesome. All right. So now I got a lot to say, man. I got a lot to say in my mind. I got a lot to, explain. Rapid shot, Kick Gang in the building too. What's up, Kick Gang? Hey, Kick Gang in the building. What's up, man? So, the title of this stream is called America Must Be Cut Off Culturally, Technologically, and Socially to Save Women. Passport Bros Show. And this is a stream that's been on my mind for a hot minute now. Okay. And I got some free time and I thought, why not? Let's talk about it, okay? We have a problem here. And and you know what? before I even break down the problem, right? Notice how I've not said cut off America financially, okay? Because America essentially runs the global market, all right? We saw, with the tariffs happening earlier in the year, the market tanked all around the world, okay? So basically, every major economy is linked to America. The dollar is a very strong currency, and there's nothing we can do about that in the near future, okay? But there's three other things that are a problem for us as passport bros. Now I'll be real with you, right? I'll be real with you. Right now, being a passport bro is the solution, okay, to what's happening in the West. Thank God for passport bros. Being a passport bro right now in 2025 is the solution to the horrible dating scene in the West. Freedom, foreign woman, building a family, right? IT, tech. Yes, it's awesome. But that all plays a part in being a passport bro. However, okay, I like to think long term. I like to think 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead. And we have a problem with the American system. And no one is talking about this. It comes to a point where what's happening in America may happen in every single corner on planet Earth. I know that sounds daunting and that sounds scary, okay? But imagine the world 20 years from now. Imagine the world 10 years from now, right? The Gen Z dudes coming up, right? We want things to be sweet for them. Our future sons, we want things to be sweet for them. What does that mean? We want a great dating scene for Gen Z black dudes and our upcoming black sons. Okay, when they're adults, we want the best woman available to them. We don't want to marry no crazy chick, no high body count chick, right? We want an abundance of virgin woman, right? For right? For our future black sons and for the future Gen Z black men. Okay. So, what I'm saying is that there's a problem with the culture of America and how it spreads all around the world and in the West. Okay. And I'm thinking 10 years from now, 20 years from now, we could live in a world where every single corner of planet Earth is literally like America culturally, socially, and technologically. Notice how I've not said financially. Okay. For me, in the next 50 years, potentially 100 years, America will still be on top financially. Okay. Now, I'm talking about the things that affect dating. That's culture, that's technology, and that's social. Let me break it down. Okay. Technology. All right. The Instagrams, the Facebooks, the Snapchats, right? The media, the TV shows, the music. This is all part of technology that is obviously America is a top dog at. Hollywood, right? The movies, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. These are things, right, that the powers that be are using to push out their feminist woke agenda. How do you think how one day a foreign country like Jamaica, okay, is conservative, right? A lot of great women. Then overnight it turns into America 2.0. What's happened there? Well, social media, the Instagrams, the TikToks, all these things play a part. All these things play a part in slowly influencing women to the wrong side. No one is talking about this. Where is life? Where's this dating scene going to be like in 20 years from now? Some people say it's going to be pay for play. Guess what? I ain't paying for no box. Hell no. Hell no. Hell flipping no. I ain't paying for no box. Right? Every year, every day that goes past, certain messages are being pushed by America technology outlets. Feminism, promoting promiscuous activity, right? Promoting women being 304s. That chick, Sabrina Carpenter, is now a mega worldwide star all around the world. And look at, if you hear her lyrics, if you hear the type of stuff that she pushes, right? It's one thing that they push out in America, right? It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing when it's being pushed by social media. And we know that social media is global. We know Facebook is global. Instagram is global. TikTok is global. Right? So I'm telling you, it's looking spooky in 20 years, 30 years time, unless something is done. So that's one part of it over there. Now, notice how I mentioned TikTok, right? And you could argue that TikTok is owned by the Chinese. But guess what? The Chinese do not allow Western thinking and Western culture to poison their own version of TikTok. Whereas every other country, it appears that their social media is unregulated. So it comes to a point where, like, for me, this passport bro stuff, right? It's more than just women. It's more than just freedom. It's actually tying into politics, right? And it comes to a point where we need to have some sort of lobbying or politicians working for us, working with us, right? To try and filter social media content. And I know this sounds, what IP, what's going on here? Like this is like too big. Like I thought it was all about traveling for women. Actually, it's not. Actually, it is. Actually, it is. But think about the bigger picture over here. We need some way to contain the America machine, and passport bros need to be thinking about politics, networking with politicians, right? Maybe even running for politics themselves in foreign countries and trying to limit the American cultural grab. And that's a lot more easier, right, than trying to mess with America's dollars. A lot more easier. China has successfully limited America's cultural grab, but China's and America, they're business partners and they're making money with each other every goddamn day. So, going on further from there, right? Okay. Now, isolating American culture. So, I spoke about technology. Okay. I spoke about the dangers of social media and how it pushes certain agendas, certain ideas that poison the mindsets of women. You cannot believe how many times a foreign chick has told me, "Hey, IP, I heard him on TikTok, on IG when I've been abroad." It's insane, right? So, American culture and its social culture, that's a big problem that must be contained within America. At this point in time, like, we don't care about America and the West. We know it's degenerate. We know that the women that are finished, cool. What we don't want is that kind of culture and social mechanisms spreading all around the world. It's all great now. It's all fun and games. You know, you're putting Latinas left and right. They're feminine. They're easy to talk to, easy to date. But are you really thinking about life 10 years from now, bros? Are you really thinking about life 15 years from now? Look at South Korea. That's fallen. South Korea is literally America 3.0. I heard the women that are now doing, they're basically American chicks, dressing promiscuous, high body counts, high requirements. Where do you think South Korean chicks got that from? America, the UK, Australia. And America isn't only the problem, but America is at the top of the food chain because it's America first, then the UK, then Australia, Canada, New Zealand, etc., etc. That orb of that sphere of influence is a big problem to every other foreign country. Major leaders in every other foreign country, right, need to step up and contain the Western and America sphere of influence. We cannot allow American feminism, American way of life, the sexy reds, the Megans, the Cardi B's, and all that low IQ stuff. We cannot allow that to be spread and poison foreign women all around the world. Once that happens, it's over. So how do we stop that from happening? Well, politicians, prime ministers, presidents have to block out American technology, right? Certain messages, the culture, and the social ideas. If they don't do that, I'm sorry, I believe that the Pass Football movement will fail in 15 years' time, 20 years' time. And I know that's a big statement there, but if things aren't done, because social media is everywhere right now. Everyone has a mobile phone, everyone has Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and the messages that they're taking in is not being filtered out. Right? God damn it. There's a chick in some village in Africa, right, or in South America that has a smartphone, is on TikTok or Instagram, and she's watching these female dating coaches push out their toxic ideas. That's how much of a problem this will become. And no one is speaking about this. No one is speaking about this. Once again, there's a chick in the village right now on planet Earth that has an Apple iPhone, right? And she's on TikTok. She's scrolling through TikTok, through Instagram, and she's listening to female Western dating coaches. And then she tells her other village friends. And these are innocent women. These are pure innocent chicks. But when you constantly push the same programming, the same ideas, women change, bro. Women change, bro. South Korean chicks, they changed. They listen. I was in South Korea 2 years ago. I thought I was in the West. The way the women were moving out there in South Korea, the way they were dressing, the way they were wilding out. That wasn't the case 10 years ago, bro, or 20 years ago. That's the power of social media. Every other country is going to fall, and the women in those countries will become like American chicks if nothing is done. We must find a way to contain American culture or Western culture, right? Western influence, okay, and Western technology. Foreign countries have to build their own Facebooks. China, although I got problems with them, right? They don't rock with black men like that, as you know how I feel about China. China has the right idea, right? They have their own Google. They have their own Facebook. They have their own payment systems. And you notice how Chinese women, right? They're different. They are so different from South Korean chicks. You can tell who's a Chinese chick, who's a South Korean chick based on how they move. Chinese chicks they're a lot more reserved. a lot more toned down. South Koreans are out there. Why are you passport bros, right, not thinking about politics, not thinking about 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead? Do you think, I know it's great right now, it's amazing right now. I'm seeing brothers in South Korea, brothers in, in South America do well, in Brazil, in Colombia, they're boiling out, they're running out. But do you think, bro, do you think that life right now will be the same 10 years from now? Do you think life right now will be the same 20 years from now? If we don't start and do something right now, it's over. It's over. It really is. That's why I'm a different breed, bro. In my life, I think 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. So when I was in South Korea 2 years ago, I was thinking, yo, in 10 years' time, the women are going to be out of control. And I'm right. I go on social media right now. I'm hearing some South Korean dating coaches say some crazy things. I'm seeing what the South Korean women are wearing in the clubs or out there, right, in the daytime, right? I'm hearing reports about how, there's there's a bunch of 3 or 4s out there right now, right? So I'm thinking, right, yo, I was there in 2023 and I saw that. So it's getting worse every year. So imagine how it's going to be 10 years from now. That goes for Japan, that goes for Brazil, South Korea, all these passport bro countries. None of you boys, none of you dudes are saying nothing about this, man. There you go. I told you, IP always right. IP is always right. So Bubble Guppy says, right, I saw a video of South Koreans twerking in the club. All the black dudes got happy. Where do you think South Korean chicks got twerking from? Come on. I mean, we're all smart here. We're not stupid. Tell me in the live stream chat, where do you think South Korean woman got twerking from? Tell me. Where do you think they got it from? Do you think twerking is part of South Korean culture? Do you think literally shaking that booty is part of Asian culture in general? Hell effing no. You see, that's what I'm saying. Social media. Now, show me. Actually, facts. You know what? I saw this chick, right? South Korean K-pop chick twerking, right? Twerking in her concert, right? Show me a Chinese chick doing that. Show me a Chinese superstar who sings, film, twerking. It's not. You won't see it. It's very rare. But now I'm seeing South Korean chicks. They're throwing it back on social media. And a lot of these chicks, they think they're American women. Like, for some reason, right? And you know what? This is why I'm right. Because I'll be real with you, right? If you have a foreign chick, right, and you ask her, if you want a foreign woman, if you want Japanese, if you want Brazilian, if you want Colombian, Panamanian, right, who would you want to be? Their first answer would be an American woman. I'm just keeping a buck. I'm just keeping a buck. Their first answer would be, right, American woman. Notice how when I meet foreign chicks, right, who have some international experience, if you have international experience, right, your accent should be all over the place. But why is it every time I meet a foreign chick who has some international experience, who has been to international school, who has, had international friends, why on earth is her accent American? Why is it not British? Why is it not Spanish sounding? Why is it not, Australian sounding? It's always American sounding. a lot of these foreign chicks, they wish they were American women. Can you blame them? They're seeing movies like Clueless. They're seeing American women drinking all the time, popping that, throwing it back in the clubs, being wild, being degenerate, right? They're seeing constant Hollywood media. As you know, when Hollywood drops a film, it drops it all over the world. So they're seeing American women disrespecting men, making fun of men, dressing like 304s, right? They're seeing American women, right, saying some feminist BS. And if you constantly push certain messages, it's going to influence you. I'll be real with you, right? Like, I'll keep it a buck. If you have a woman, right, who doesn't date black men, who has had no attraction for black men, however, if you constantly put images of black men in her face, black men, with non-black women in movies, in music videos, if you put her in the black community, if you constantly throw black in her face, bro, she gonna start liking brothers. She gonna start thinking about brothers. I'm keeping her a buck. It's the same thing for the Hollywood media propaganda. Let's keep on pushing feminist ideals. Let's keep on pushing certain messages that men ain't ish, right? You got in the movies, right? 5'5" chick beating up 6'5" dudes effortlessly. You're thinking, what's this? This is fake. And they will keep on showing that kind of imagery. They're doing that on purpose. We know the average 5'5" woman can't be up a 6'5" dude, but it's on purpose there. It's trying to influence women, right, to think a certain way, that they're better than men, that they're stronger than men. So now they're pushing that all around the world through Hollywood. So it comes to a time where if you are a leader of a foreign country, and if you want your culture to be preserved, it's all about culture. Culture matters here. We cannot allow every other country around the world to be like American culture, British culture, Australian culture, or any other Western culture. The reason why Japan is so unique is the Japanese culture is amazing. But there's some cracks there I saw last year in my time in Japan where some chicks were moving American-like. Some chicks, I saw, baseball cap, football jersey, booty shorts. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Ugh. Thankfully, it's not common, but there's a segment there, right? And best believe they've got high body counts. So if you are the leader of a foreign country and you care about your culture and you care about your people, find some way to contain and block Western culture. China has successfully done it. Out of all the East Asian chicks, Chinese women are different. Yes, they white worship, right? But they're not 304s. They are actually the least 304s out of all Asian chicks, in my honest opinion. That American culture, that British culture has not penetrated China in any shape or form. Because the leaders of China, they get it. They get it. They have contained Western influence on their women. They have contained Western influence on their woman. So when will Africa step up? When will Japan step up? When will South America step up, right? And start making these moves like China? Start making these moves like China. Because guess what? It's not a game to me anymore. I'm thinking 20 years from now, 10 years from now. Things are great right now as a passport bro. Things are amazing. I was in Japan last year, had a great time again. Right? But I can't guarantee that things will be the same in 2035. Even in 2030, bro. Even in 2030. It's spooky out here, cuz. It's spooky. It's really, really spooky. Western media must be contained. And it's not America, I agree. It's not just America. It's Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, France. That's a problem. Bro, even 4s and 5s are 3 or 4s in 2025, bro. You know? I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm scared for the future, man. Not for my future, but the future of how women are going to be in 10 years' time. Africa and Middle East might just be the last bastion, if I'm honest with you. East Asia, I'll give Japan 10 years tops. 10 years. Because I'm seeing some videos there. I'm seeing some reviews there. It's creeping in, bro. It's creeping in. The TikToks have been, they're pushing out some messages in Japan. The Instagrams, it's creeping in. Right? Maybe it's bruv. It's gotta be like no India. Nah. I'm good on that, bro. That's a pass for me, cuz. But I'm being real here, man. Like East Asia, I'll give Japan 10 years. I'll give South Korea 5 years. I think 5 years in South Korea is done. 5 years, South Korea is gonna fall. The women in South Korea, they're not popping out kids. They're taking in a lot of American media, right? I was in South Korea 2 years ago, and I didn't like what I saw there. I thought, am I in the West? What's going on? Who else? Africa, Middle East, last bastion at the very most. I'll give 15 years, 20 years, right? For Africa and the Middle East. Middle East, 20 years tops, if nothing is done here, right? Because we're seeing certain cracks, right? We're seeing certain cracks. We're seeing certain problems. But listen, I'm being real with you, right? I have worked hard my whole life. Bro. Right? And I am very blessed to be alive, right? In 2025, where I know the dating is terrible in the West, but thankfully being a passport bro, it saved me. I feel sorry for the guy who's 2019 coming up. How is dating going to be like for him in 5 years' time? If you're a brother right now, you are in the best position. If you are alive right now, you are in the best position right now before things get really bad. Before things get really terrible. IT, tech, right? You should be looking to get into that. You should be on your grind studying. Because the world is going to be very different in 5 years' time. Very different. I'll give Colombia. Colombia. Oof. I heard Yao messed up Medellin right now in Colombia. I'll give Colombia like 5 years as well. 5 years. Social media is very popular amongst the women there in Medellin. Very popular. So it comes to a point where, okay, so he's saying Colombia's finished. Brother, tell me more, bro. Tell me more. And you see, this is why, right? I'm the realest passport, bro. I am the most genuine, honest passport, bro. I'm gonna tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will never sell you brothers' dreams. I have done streams on countries where you've got good intel, bad intel, mixed intel. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the facts, bro. Is anyone else speaking about what's happening in Colombia? I guarantee you not. I guarantee you not. Right? So you need to know what's happening. The problem in regards to the Western cultural complex. Colombian women are falling prey to what they're seeing in America. They're seeing the Cardi B's. They're seeing Latinas like Cardi B push out a certain message, right? And let me tell you just how powerful the media is, right? And I actually have a clip. I may post a clip on my channel in the future. But there's this Colombian chick that I met, right? And this is a peanut butter, brown skin Colombian chick, or light skin, brown skin, right? And she basically she has black in her, right? She's half black, half white, whatever. So I'm asking her, right, okay, what's her type in a guy? Okay. I'm expecting her to say black men, right? If not a black, no, if not a black man, perhaps white or mixed race, okay? Because that's her background, right? Guess what she says, bro? Asian. If you looked at her, right, you would not believe that this brown skinned, curly haired Colombian chick, right, who can hardly speak any English, is into Asian men. How do you think that came about? Why do you think that she's into Asian men? Well, I'll tell you this, right? K-pop, Korean media, which is everywhere right now, which now has a lot of women, right, of all races wanting Korean dudes and Asian dudes. That's the power of media and culture. That's the power of media and culture. So I personally think that if nothing is done in the next decade by us, because I don't if guess what, if the major leaders in any country have not done anything to contain American culture, it is up to us as passport bros. Us passport bros, when we are abroad, I think it's important for us to start looking into politics. I think it's important for us, right, to start looking into politics, start making these connections, and start letting these men in power know, hey, I'm in your country, bro, because here's what's happening in my country. Show them all the videos about feminism, about the toxic feminism, toxic female culture, the female dating culture, the 304s. And I guarantee you, these men in power will be shocked and they'll do something about it. Because guess what? They're too busy, man. They've got to run a country, they have to run the military, etc., etc. No one is thinking about culture. We as passport bros need to start making these big moves. Yeah, the woman's great. Yeah, cheap cost of living. Yeah, it's great, etc., etc. But guess what, right? Guess what? Long-term thinking, politics, connections, networking with powerful people who know other powerful people. That's my mindset right now, bro. Hey, do something about this, or else the women in this country that you love so much, they're gonna be like American women, English women, Australian women. You don't want that, right? Who'll say no, and I guarantee you, they will do something about it. Whether it's containing such messages, whether it's in the school system. Can we possibly bro start making moves like that, please? Can we passport bros? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys up for it as well? When you go abroad, I want to see y'all in suits, going to events, wine tasting events, high value events, meeting with politicians, powerful people, business people, and letting them know, hey, I come from the general West. I'm in your country because I love the woman in this country. However, I fear that the woman in this country 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now will become like the woman in my home country. Degenerate, out of control, 304s, hyper feminists who don't like men. I don't want that for your country. Then I'll show him. I'll show him evidence, show him videos, right? Then hopefully he'll listen. That's what I'm thinking at right now, man. I worked too hard in my life, right? We all work too hard in our lives to be in a culture where there's problems, man. I don't want that for my sons. I'm sure. I'm sure y'all don't want it too. I want my sons to be able to get virgin woman, low body count woman, righteous woman. Guess what? You know what? I'll be real with you, right? I was out, and shout out Gen Z. I want Gen Z, the upcoming Gen Z black men, 1920, to be able to get the same groups of women too: virgin woman, low body count woman, etc., etc. Right? But let me give you a story, right? I was out yesterday. It's past 12 a.m. over here in the UK, right? I was out. And left, right, center, forward, backwards, right? I'm seeing women in that nose piercings, bull ring piercings, tattoos, booty shorts, right? Showing stomach. They wear a football jersey, right? But they twist it to show their stomach. I'm thinking, what are you doing, right? Cover your stomach, woman. Having belly piercings, eyebrow piercings, walking around in in gym shorts when they ain't been to the gym or going to the gym. Oh my goodness, man. Tattoos on their thighs, on the back. How can you realistically, how can you be a woman, right, and have tattoos on your back or your stomach? Like, you really have to be crazy up here to be doing that kind of that type of tattoo, bro. What? I'm seeing women, with having no effort to dress modestly, having no effort to dress modestly, right? And the worst part is that the women who actually lift their shirts up have a flipping big stomach. I don't want to see your fat stomach. I don't want to see your rolls. I mean, at least have a slim stomach, right? But they don't care. They don't care. They don't care about the male gaze. When you go abroad, actually, I'll be real with you right now. IP, don't crash out, bro. IP, don't crash out, because guess what, IP? I need to write some content, some videos, and then we'll crash out after, right? Don't crash out, IP. Don't do it yet, bro. So when I was in Japan, right, the women there, they care about the male gaze. The male gaze. What is the male gaze? The male gaze, right, is the gaze of a man who wants a woman to be high value, to be modest. Woman wants men to see them in a good light. That is the male gaze. For Japanese chicks, it matters. So guess what? Even if a Japanese woman is going to a grocery store, she is going to dress like a goddamn princess. Even though the grocery store is 1 minute away from her spot, she's gonna do her hair, her makeup, right? She's gonna wear heels just to do shopping that's 1 minute away. You will not see a Japanese chick in gym booty shorts, right? A flipping baseball cap, all that low IQ kind of dressing that West women do. You won't see that. You're gonna see her dress like a princess, because guess what? She cares about the male gaze. The male gaze. Women in the West don't give a damn about the male gaze. We have women who have rings in their nose. That's disgusting. That's boogers. Every time I see a woman who has a nose ring, I picture boogers dripping down her nose. That's disgusting. If I'm eating spaghetti or pasta, I don't want to see a chick around me wearing a flipping bull nose earring. I'm eating, woman. I'm eating my spaghetti and my bolognese. I picture boogers. Boogers. Because guess what? They don't care about the male gaze. That's why they're out here dressing like that. But women in foreign countries, they care about the male gaze. In Colombia and Panama, the women in Panama, they dress like flipping princesses. Take me back to Panama. Oh, Lord. Take me back there, bruv. Please. The male gaze. A woman must care about the male gaze. And thankfully, in 2025, foreign countries, right? The women there, they care about the male gaze. We don't want women in foreign countries to stop caring about the male gaze. Western women have stopped caring about the male gaze. Western women have stopped caring about the male gaze. And they push out these messages. They push out these messages through social media. Hey, don't care about what a man wants, wear what you want. Hey, don't care about what a man wants, you do you. That's a problem. Because women, in my opinion, must always care about what a man wants. Right? Women must always care about what a man wants. That's what keeps them in check. Right? The moment that foreign women stop caring about the male gaze is when it's over. Literally over. So we have work to do, man. It ain't about traveling all the time. It ain't about, having a great time all the time. If you brothers are placed in a country and you love that country, you go there frequently or you live there, it's a foreign country, you've done well to leave the West, I'm asking you, please, start making power moves. Start reaching out to politicians. Start reaching out to high net worth, high value people who have links to politicians. America and every other Western country, namely America, namely UK, Australia, etc., the culture the technology, the social aspect of it must be contained in these foreign countries, or else it's over. That's how I feel. Okay, so we're gonna have I'm going to write some content. Okay, um, uh, I'm going to write some content. Okay, and we're gonna do us. Okay, now, brothers, I make it very clear, right? Let's do us. We're gonna do us. Okay, we're gonna do us. Block out all the BS. Right? We have work to do. Think about life 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Think about gaining wealth. Think about your career. Think about IT. Think about tech. Think about all that. Okay? We have work to do. Right? In my channel, in our space, I want high value passport bros. I want soldiers. I done giving you for the past 10 years. Who else has given you intel on every other major country? The good, the bad, and ugly. So guess what? I ain't sending you no dreams. You're getting the intel from different people, good, the bad, and ugly. Block out any other nonsense and let's stay focused on us building, thriving, investing, IT, passport bro, tech, the future. That's it. We have work to do. All right. I'm making my own moves. Right? Y'all don't know what moves I've been making. Start making these big moves, bro. Guess what? And I've been in the gym. I've been dressing well, right? Smelling good. And the woman, they're checking. They're looking at me. They're smiling at me now. It's insane. But I am self-improving for when I go abroad permanently. It's a wrap. And I've got some things planned, and you'll be made aware very soon. You'll be made aware very soon, brothers. But in the meantime, while you're in the West, you should be grinding, you should be investing. And guess what? I don't giving you videos on crypto, on stocks, on IT, on tech, building wealth. Have y'all listened to me? It's 2025, bro. It's June 2025. Have y'all been making moves? Because I have. Me and my boys, they have too. Me and my shoulders, they have too, bro. Start making moves, man. Because life is looking real sweet for my boys, my brothers around me. The brothers who listened, the brothers who stayed on the grind. Life is looking real sweet for them. I'm happy for them, man. Because they listened. They were patient, they're on the grind, studied hard, and now they're living blissful. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's going to be, listen, it's going to be a different world a year from now, 2 years from now. And what you do right now, you want to set yourself up. Guess what? There's some chicks that have been, I won't say too much, but showing IP a lot of love. A lot of love. A whole lot of love, bro. And that's the influence in getting in the gym, dressing right, having your career right. I'm an IT bro. Get that career, get that fitness up, get that health up. I eat right too. Well, I weigh quite light now. Right? I eat healthy, my fruits, my vegetables. I'm in focus mode, bro. It ain't a game to me. And I'm making moves. I'm speaking to people, right? I'm speaking to people, high value people, left, right, and center. And I'm seeing some chicks check me out. I'm seeing some chicks check me out. Foreign chicks, domestic chicks, they're checking for brother. They're checking real hard for brother. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, and I'm gonna do a stream on it in the future, man. I'm telling you, I got a lot of game to tell you, brothers, man. How to dress, how to look, what to wear, my routine. My routine's insane right now. My routine is insane. And when I tell women my routine, they only want me more. It's yeah, you don't know what's happening, bro, in the last couple of weeks and months, man. Game changer over here, bro. Right? And flights getting booked. I won't tell you what country yet. Flights getting booked. We're going to chill, right? Get you content. Show you the life of an IT bro, passport bro abroad, as you know. Right? It's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be lit, cuz. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. Right? It's gonna be lit, man. I'm telling you, this guy said fly to end the no thanks, I ain't going there. Nope, I'm good, bro. So let me react to some content. Okay, I've got some funny content to react to. All right. And we're gonna have a ball, have a corner show, have a crash out session. And we lit, man. It's summertime over here. It's summertime. And you know, bro, it's insane because like, you know, they're feeling a brother. Right? If you're that dude, when I told you for years, self-improve, stay focused. The world is yours. The world is yours, bro. And I ain't talking Nas, cuz. When I say the world is yours, I ain't talking Nas, bro. Whose world is this? Nah, bro. I ain't talking Nas, bro. I'm talking the real life stuff, bro. No Nas. The world is yours, brothers. Go out there and get it. I'm getting it right now, cuz. So I'm telling you, block the BS. Block it. Us. Stay focused on us, bro. Us. What we doing? Right? Let's stay focused. Let's stay on the grind, right? And let's do what we're gonna do. Okay? No BS. I don't care about anything. I care about what we're doing right now. Okay? Stay focused. We're adult, we're grown men. Stay focused on what we're doing, and that's it. Shout out to Aaron at Ishval for the support. I underwent LASIK 2 days ago. Is that considered looks maxing? What is LASIK? What is that? So that says eye surgery. No, bro. But if you need to fix your eyes, bro, that's important, man. You know, brother, you do what's best for you, man. Right? You do what's best for you, right? Get your health right, get your mental right, and block out. Listen, block out any BS, man. I don't care about anything. I don't care about anything, bro. I'm on my own journey. My boys are on their own journey. We're making our own moves. That's it, right? I want every one of y'all to be on that same mentality too, right? Stay on your own journey and stay focused. We are in June 2025. We have we have 5 more months until the year ends. Have you done your goals and objectives? I'm on my own grind. My boys are on their own grind. Stay focused, man. Stay focused. Don't forget all the intel I've given you. Don't forget all the Japan intel, the Colombia intel, the Brazil intel, the South Korea intel, the Panama intel. Don't forget what I've done for you, brothers. The crypto intel, the stocks intel, teaching you brothers IT intel. Don't forget that, man. It's been 10 years, bro. Stay focused. Shout out to David Dice for the support. Shout out to the family, International Passport. Appreciate you, David Dice. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Brothers, I keep it real. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, David. I appreciate all you brothers, man. Y'all awesome, man. Let's keep on focusing. Let's stay on our grind and let's stay on what we're doing, bro. Okay? It's us. Only us, bro. I don't care about no one else. I don't care about anything else. I care about us. I don't care about anything, bro. Let's go. Okay? So, I'm going to do me. Y'all do you. Okay? Stay focused. F the BS, man. I don't have time for no BS, but I have time for me. And that's it, bro. Okay? So, I've got some funny clips here, right? that I want to react to. Okay? Let me bring it up. Okay? So, we're going to have a lit session. React to some stuff, some articles, and we're going to have a call-in show. And then last but not least, we're going to crash out. Okay? So, let's go. Where is that? Okay, hold on. There it is. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's get it cracking, man. Okay. Let's react to. Shout out to Theo. That's a brother right there. Don't become a passport bro. Okay, so present, share screen, not share screen, present video file. Okay, so there we go. Okay.
Passport bro, kids.
All right, so we have a lot of criticism, okay, towards passport bros recently, okay, and as the movement picks up, right, we have a very interesting woman's perspective on a passport bro. Let's go.
But yeah, don't become a passport bro, kids. Don't do it. If you're lonely and a bald old white man, go to Turkey and get a hair transplant instead of going to Philippines and find.
Oh, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? Okay. So there's this perception that passport bros are balding men, okay, who are, low value. And she's saying here that if you're balding and need to travel, how about you don't do that? Go to Turkey, get your hair transplant, come out to the West and date women. How about no? How about no? Okay. Now, a lot of men have checked out, and I'm seeing this around my area, my community, the people I speak to. I'm hearing traveling come up quite consistently. Okay. And these are men that are not balding. And if they were balding, these are men that are in shape. And if they were not in shape, these are men that are dressing well. So we have men of all different looks and characters, right? Who are tall, short, dressing well, balding, not balding. And they're thinking about traveling, right? But again, they want to push this idea and narrative that is dudes who, right, are balding or at the bottom of the barrel and they have to travel to get women. Listen, I am not a low value dude. My boys are not low value and they travel for women and ain't no problem with that. Let's carry on watching.
Finding a young disadvantaged wife. Then
now once again, right, there's also a perception that foreign women are disadvantaged, etc., etc. And that's quite disrespectful from Western chicks, because a lot of foreign chicks are educated, have degrees, have many great skill sets, whether it's social, whether it's soft skills, technical skills. But in the eyes of Western women, right, if you're a foreign woman, you are low value, you are disadvantaged, etc., etc. And that's got to stop. In fact, that's disrespectful to foreign chicks. Extremely disrespectful to foreign chicks. Disadvantage. So all foreign chicks are disadvantaged. Have you seen how educated Japanese chicks are? Right? Have you seen how educated um, Russian women are? Not only are they educated, they're also feminine, submissive, and great women to be around with. So you can be a educated woman and you can still be, great to be around with, wifey material, submissive, feminine, virgin, low body count. But these Western chicks, as soon as they get educated, right? What's the first thing they do, brothers, right? Oh, I have a degree. Therefore, I'm getting paid $80,000 a year. Therefore, she demands her man to earn 100K a year or plus. She demands her man to have a degree and work a white collar job. She'll never date a blue collar worker. Guess what? There's plenty of blue collar working dudes who have blue collar working backgrounds dating educated foreign chicks. This is why we passport bros. Let's carry on watching.
When you get your Turkish hair transplant, you can come back here and get a wife you don't have to get.
No. You see, it always ends with them saying, come back home. Why you gotta be abroad? Come back home and date women in your community. Right? I remember a dude a couple of years ago, right, on my channel was saying, IP, why you gotta travel, bro? There's women in your community at home. Hell no. Right? These women they know that it's over. The passport bro movement is global and it can't be stopped. We ain't coming back home, sweetheart. We ain't coming back home, sweetheart. Nah. In fact, if you're a man that gets a hair transplant, great for you. Take yourself and your hair transplant to a foreign country with your new hair and get you your foreign wife. We're not coming back home. Hell no.
Gaslight. Okay, passport bros?
No. We ain't come back home, right? We are leaving the West. What do you mean come back home? It's funny, look at that.
A young disadvantaged wife. Then when you get your Turkish hair transplant, you can come back here and get a wife
so you see, right? Like, you see the importance that women have on looks in the West. Looks are everything now in the West. If you don't look the part, right, you ain't getting women. Whereas the foreign chicks, right, you may not look the part, but you have a great personality. You dress well, okay? You have a warm heart. A lot of foreign chicks value character over looks. Western women value looks over character. That's why they love bad boys so much. That's why they love bad boys so much. Because they value how the man looks. A man can be the ultimate bad guy. He can be a guy, who, doesn't, treat people right. He can be a guy that is just horrible as a person. But because in her eyes he looks good, a Western chick will throw everything at him. Well, if a foreign chick sees you being a degenerate, being a nasty person, not treating people right, having no respect, Yeah, you may look the part, but she won't give you a chance, bro. And if she does, she's been westernized and probably be a 3 or 4. Right? So there's levels to this, man. All my boys around me are high value, right? High value bros, educated bros. So don't come back to the West, right? When you get your hair transplant or when you go abroad for whatever sort of improvement in your life. Take yourself and your new self abroad. Okay? That's how I feel about this matter. All right. So, remove. Okay. So I want to talk about let's see. A very popular guy at the moment. Okay. And this just proves my point. The West is just different ball game. Okay. A guy called 6'8", Chad the Great. Not Chad the Great, sorry, but King 6'8" the Great. And okay, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay. So you're seeing. Hold on. So you were about to see here, right? You were about to see here what it takes to be successful dating in the West. What's the point? Just get your passport, right? Just get your passport. So this is a guy called King 6'8" the Great. Okay. And 2 women are absolutely fawning over this guy. So actually, let me just play, okay? So you have 2 chicks there, right, in the corner, literally going crazy over this guy, right? Looking at him, laughing. When was the last time that's happened to the average man in the West? So women are doing this, right, for the high value dude or dudes that they perceive to be high value. She comes up to him. She comes up to him, right, and says that she finds him attractive. What is going on? Look at this.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Your name is Kansas?
Yes. What's your name?
Okay, my name is King.
Her friend comes in as right. That's her friend. And her friend looks at him right in the eye. So what you're seeing here is 2 women compete for this high value man. It's insane, right? I thought the woman in blonde had him first.
Where are you going tonight?
She cuts in. She cuts in. What?
I don't know. We might go to 11 or something. After.
Yo, and she's been a bit too touchy. She's been a bit too touchy right there. Now imagine if it was the other way around, and he's touching her like that, right? She needs to keep her hands to herself.
11? You got sex in there?
No. But I have friends that have sex.
11?
Why 11?
Why not space?
I don't know. I'm not an EDM fiend.
You don't like the little...
Nah. I'm gonna be in there. Everybody gonna be fist bumping.
Look at her face, bro. Look at the face of the blonde chick. She's not happy that her friend is talking to him. So you're seeing here, woman, these 2 women who are decently attractive, right, compete for a man that they perceive to be high value, right? The average man isn't getting the type of attention. The average man is not getting cold approached like this at all. And they're asking the questions. They're actually driving the conversation. So you know that these chicks here are definitely into him. It's a whole different world if you're 6'8", bro.
And I'm gonna be like this, looking at everybody.
Look at her face, brother. Face. Look at the face of the blonde chick, right? I pause it right there. Look at that face. She's not happy. So she's vibing with him. He may be vibing with her. And she is not happy that her friend is taking his attention. Right? I'm telling you, man, female nature always comes out, especially when it's a guy they both like.
Hell fuck it up.
So she cuts in right there. She cuts in to, between the combo and between him and her. You're seeing in real time, brothers, right? When 2 female friends compete with a guy. But I thought that women were all friends. I thought girl power, feminism, men are trash, blah, blah, blah. When it's a guy they actually like, when it's a guy they actually find attractive, or that female compadre, right? Or that female compadre, right, goes out the window.
No,
I feel
it's
like
not.
every single person in the world says their name is Kim.
Seriously?
Every guy.
Wait, it says it on
Every
your
guy?
throat though, does it not?
Yeah, you touch my, don't touch my face
Oh,
now.
sorry, I'm sorry.
What the flip? Yo, bruv. Yo, she's been a bit too touchy right there. Insane. This is what 6'8" men go through. This is why it's over in the West. Like, you really have to be above 6'2" to get this type of attention from women. And this ain't fake. Because I've seen these clips on his profile. This ain't fake. This is definitely real.
Come on now. Come on. I don't know. Wait them hands, man. Don't do that.
No, but it
Okay,
says
but
it
y'all,
though,
why y'all matching?
Okay, what? Yeah, we gotta like coordinate.
Oh, y'all literally chilling this?
We didn't plan this.
Oh, okay. Where y'all from?
Where should we go? Where are we going? We're going to space. You're coming with us?
Oh, you want me to go with y'all?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Flipping heck. Bro, this is insane.
What's your number?
He just takes his phone out, puts your number in there, and look at them. These women are fully complicit. These women are fully on board. How can the average man compete against this, man? Now, honestly, y'all better give thanks to the Lord that we have a movement called the Passport Bros. Y'all better give thanks to the Lord that we have a movement called the Passport Bros. Give thanks, man, because I can't compete with this, and I just can't. I'm an IT bro. I dress well, etc., etc. I can't compete with this. Get your passport, or you're gonna have to try and compete with this. Look at that, bro. Look at the eye contact. Look at the eye contact. She is fully right on board, looking at him. I'm telling you right now, okay? If you are not getting this type of energy or vibes or looks from a woman in the West, get your passport. If you haven't gotten this, if you don't get this on a regular basis, I don't think you should be dating in the West anymore. If you ain't getting this type of energy, I don't think you should be dating in the West anymore. You're seeing in real time what the men who are in the top 20% experience. I don't experience this. I don't. I can dress the best that day, right? Wear nice perfume, right? Clean crepes, right? Dress good, look good. But I'm not 6'8", bro. Height is everything in the West, bro. I ain't 6'8". I'm not 6'8", bro. I ain't. I'm not 6'8". Therefore, why play the game if you can't win? I'm done playing the game in the West. And you brothers should be done playing it too. Unless you're 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". What's the point? Damn.
You went to 11?
I'll take your number too. I'll take both of your numbers.
Okay.
You know,
Well, are you guys actually
teamwork make the dream work, huh?
Look at that. She even says that, are you gonna actually call? Like, when was the last time a woman got your number or put a number in your phone and said to you, "We actually call me. We actually call me." If you ain't getting this type of love in the West, don't play the game. Don't play the game. If you ain't getting this type of love in the West, don't play the game. Don't play it.
Look, I said my number, okay? This is
Okay. Riley.
Yeah, don't forget.
Lord. Okay. I see it. Now you're seeing what the dudes, in the in the top 20% experience. It's over. Thank God for my passport. Thank God for my passport. There's no way I can compete with this guy at all. It's over. It's not about low self-esteem or loving yourself. It's about facing reality. A lot of you brothers have a huge problem with facing reality. The reality is, in the West, the women here have crazy requirements. There's a reason why on dating apps, only 20% of men get all the likes and matches and are pulling with the chicks. We need to face reality, and I'm showing it to you right here, right now. Get your passport. It's not about low self-esteem, or it's not about love yourself. No, it's about facing reality. You're seeing here, right, what Western women truly want. You're seeing here what Western women truly want in a guy. And you have to be real with yourself. Can you compete with a 6'8" dude like this? No, you can't. I can't. Shout out to King 6'8", the great. More success to him. I can't compete. I'm getting my passport. I'm gonna get my foreign chick. It's as simple as that. Leave all the Western chicks for this brother or brothers like him. Face reality, face the facts, and address it and move on. So it's like you both want a flipping fantasy, man. So you're a dream. I ain't selling no dreams on this channel. I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Sell me IP. Sell me a dream IP. Sell me a dream IP like I'm in Disneyland, bro. Get out of here, man. Ain't no dream selling here on this channel, bruv. Just facts. Facts. Okay, so here's an interesting article, right? Okay. Present, share screen, okay? So some Japan news I've got for you, brothers, okay? All right. So it says here, bumping men are a uniquely Japanese class of criminals that are hard to deal with. Okay. So apparently in the last few months, last few weeks, there's some sort of trend, right, where men are bumping into women in Japan. Okay, which is interesting. Let's break it down. It says here, although Japan is widely considered a safe country, there is a violent crime going on that goes underreported, but is caught on social media for years. The perpetrators are called Butsukari Otako, or bumping men. Wow. It says here, right? Because they do just that. They bump into people in crowded places like train stations or in the street. What? The severity of the bump, or in some cases, or even a punch, can vary quite a bit, as does the purpose, whether releasing some sort of aggression or in an attempt to claim the victim damaged an item of theirs. In most cases, they take advantage of the ambiguity of whether their actions are intentional and the general passiveness of Japanese society to get away with attacks. So there's a video here, right, that shows a real bumping man bumping into a woman. What's going on? So here's a video here. Let's play real quick.
街中や駅構内などで意図的に体をぶつけてくる
You see that?
悪質なこのぶつかり行為、一向になくなる気配がありません。
But he just pushed into her.
というわけで今日のテーマこちらです。
Yeah.
追跡、通報、ぶつかり行為、
What the flip, bruv?
どう対応、それってどうなの?
All right. So, dude, you just bumping into chicks like that? Let me run that back real quick.
街中や駅構内
So we see that guy bump into her, right?
などで意図的に体をぶつけてくる悪質なこのぶつかり行為、一向になくなる気配
What the?
がありません。というわけで今日のテーマこちらです。
Social
追
issue.
跡、通報、ぶつかり行為、どう対応、それって
Flipping heck, bruv. What's happening in Japan? Is that English translation? Let me play this real quick.
私が中学校3年生ぐらいの時で、なんか普通に電車に寄りかかってたんです。
Flipping heck. All right, let's play. So it says here, right? A relatively high-profile bumping man incident happened in Fukuoka City in early April. Police had gotten reports of a bumping man in the Nishi ward area and was skating out when they spotted a man in his 50s bumping into a student riding his bike. The man turned out to be an associate professor at Senengakuen University and denied the charge, claiming that the student bumped into him. Flipping heck. Police seem to disagree though, because on May 28, the professor was rearrested for the third time on new charges of assaults. What is going on? Bruv. So you're telling me, right, dudes are just bumping out of nowhere into other people? Couldn't be me, man. Could not be me. You ain't gonna bump into me. It's gonna be smoke on that point right there. But I just want to show you how, like, Japan society, right, is not perfect. Okay, and a lot of passport bros, right, are wanting, to move out there and great, chase your dream, get out there, but don't go out there thinking that it's some sort of utopia. There's no crime, and that's a common stereotype there. There's no crime in Japan. Well, you're seeing here that Japan does have a lot of petty crimes, something like this. Okay, so imagine, right, you got a Japanese girlfriend, right, and some dude, right, just bumps into her, right? Some dude just bumps into her, but it's gonna be smoke. It's gonna be smoke. Like, you bump into my chick, it's gonna be smoke. I don't care how your day went. I don't care how you feel, but you're not gonna bump into me or my chick, right? And these kind of petty things, right, do happen, right, in Japan. They do happen in Japan, right? And dare I say that this makes us foreign guys look good? This makes us foreign guys look good. Because the average foreign dude isn't doing this, bro. And guess what? That means that a lot of Japanese chicks, their eyes will wonder, is that black man good for me? That's what she's thinking, man. Some Japanese dudes bumping into her, but every time she was past a black man, he's cool, he's calm. Okay, she might want to get her brother. It's these kind of things that make us look good. And this is why I'm all about reputation. I'm all about imagery. I'm all about being a good citizen when I'm in any foreign country. These kind of things should be drawing their woman to us, whether she's Japanese, Brazilian, Colombian. We want to look good for these local chicks. She's thinking, okay, I walked past a black man 10 times today. He didn't bump into me, but I walked past several Japanese men today and 4 bumped into me. Okay. Oh, okay. She's gonna start thinking. She wants to know more about black men. Are black men an option? Right? Brothers, I'm telling you, man, the world is ours. It's in our hands. There's opportunities for us to go in the country, be educated, have our mind right, and get woman, the right woman, and be righteous, upstanding men. I don't want to see any passport bro behave like this. The more that the local men in their countries behave wildly and recklessly, the better it looks for us. We are passport bros. We want options left, right, and center. We want options left, right, and center. This is insane to me that, dudes are bumping into other people like that. Or women are bumping into other people like that, or vice versa, whatever. Right? But I'm ready as a passport bro to step in any country and be that right standing guy. I ain't gonna do that. I don't do those kind of things. You're gonna see me in a suit, walking respectfully, head up, chin up, walking straight. And these women, they're gonna notice me. Who is that black man not bumping into anyone? Who is that man all chill? Oh, he goes to that library every day. Maybe I should go there so he can notice her. Come on, man. We got this. We really do. We got this, man. So, okay. What else I have here too? I think I have like 2 more things to react to. Then we're gonna open the phone lines, and then we're gonna crash out after. Okay, let's see. I've got some interesting streams coming up in the way. Ibiza, Spain, that's coming up. I know, I'm waiting on that, but Ibiza, Spain, that's coming up. And I know you brothers might go to Ibiza, Spain this year, in summertime. And let me tell you, man, that place is freak city. The devil is alive and well in Ibiza, Spain. Don't lose yourself, brothers. Don't lose yourself. So, let me share a video here, right? It's my experience. Hold on. Shout out to, it's my experience that the South Korean women have been off the hook for the last. Kojo Slim, are you currently in South Korea? You see, my mentor's right. You see, I will never lie to you, brothers. I will never sell you a dream. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right when I went Japan, when I went Korea in 2023. Now, I could have been a bad person, right? I could have kept it all into myself, came on the channel, and sold you a dream. Oh, South Korea is great. They're checking for brothers. They love us, etc., etc. Blah 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 blah. Right? And some people on other channels are lying to y'all, selling you a dream. Well, guess what? Right? I'm gonna tell you the truth about everything, about my thoughts. I don't care what anyone thinks, but this is my channel. I'm going to put out my content and what I want to do. I did not have a good vibe in South Korea, and I know I wasn't going crazy. And I ain't going there again anytime soon. But I want to know your experience there in South Korea, brother, Mr. Kojo Slim. And brother, feel free to reach out to me on IG, brother. We can get a stream popping if you want to, bro, about your time in South Korea. You see how I talk about the good, the bad, and ugly. I will never lie to you, brothers, about any country. Shout out to Eric Mogadishu for the support. Good to see you back, IP. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Next trip to Japan. Maybe not. But I do have some trips planned. Okay. This summer. Okay. I'm planning my traveling. Let me tell you, right? I have been leveling up. No one knows what moves I've been making. No one knows, right? I have been making moves, big moves. Okay. So I've got some free time to now, travel, crash out, chop it up, meet up with brothers, meet up with my network. Like, y'all don't know, man. Y'all don't know what's been going on, bro. But there'll be more news to come soon. That's why for me, I don't care what anyone says. I'm locked in. I'm my own journey, my own path. I don't care what anyone says, bro. I'm gonna do me, my channel, my moves. I don't give a damn. So, Eric, we gotta do the Australia stream, brother. If you're still interested, let me know. We gotta do it, bro. Okay. Let me shout out to Jam. Jam, are you here, bro? I think Jam is in Japan. Jam, you here, bro? Let me know, Jam, in the chat if you're here, bro. I know you're in Japan right now, Jam. Definitely want to hear your intel and experience, bro. Are you back from Japan? Shout out to brother Jam, man. He might call in. All right, so let me just share my screen, right? Man, I love this. I love this community, brothers. Brothers are literally brothers, man. You guys are the best. You're the best, man. I'm gonna keep dropping the intel for you, man. Let me see. Let's go.
Have you ever dated a Japanese?
So we have a passport cis or female in Japan, right? Been there for 19 years. What's her day in life like?
You've been here for 9 years. Have you ever dated a Japanese person?
No.
What do you mean no? Come on. You've been there for 19 years, right? And you ain't been with a Japanese guy as a woman? 19 years? Either you don't date Japanese men, right? But I would assume that literally, if you're a foreign chick in Japan, you like Asian men. What do you mean? What? What's going on?
No. Why is that?
Japanese guys, can you tell me the answer to the question?
Okay, so she's checking for Japanese dudes, right? But they ain't showing her love back. Well, if she was a brother, I guarantee you the Japanese chicks are showing love to brothers. Okay? So once again, brothers and their sisters live complete different lives in Japan. I'm telling you, brothers, right? Passport cis, right, or foreign chicks in Japan, they don't get nowhere near as much love as what we as men get from the Japanese chicks in Japan. It's insane. I love Japan. The only Asian country that the women there do love brothers. And you're going to see women who literally look like the dime Asian chick that you went to university with, but she only dated white dudes. And she looked to you funny as a black guy. That's not happening in Japan, bro. You can meet chicks that work at, a high value company, chicks that, dress very well, and they will date a brother. Okay, let's go.
Really? I have no idea. I don't know. I think, to be honest, nobody talks to me.
Nobody talks to her. What do you mean? You've been there for 19 years. Bruv, when I was in Japan last year, bro, right? When I was in Japan last year and the year before, love from Japanese chicks.
Nobody ever no, they never talk to me. They never try to invite me out. There's another reason that's from my side. I think when I first moved to Japan, I lived in the countryside and I come from a very proud culture,
But you're not there right now.
you know, where all types of people are beautiful, where black is beautiful.
Okay, but okay, yeah, your culture is great, right? But you're in Japan, you're in an Asian culture. You need to put yourself out there to meet Japanese people and make friends with them. They ain't gonna come to you. They're not. They're not. Right? They're not.
Full, your body type doesn't matter, that kind of stuff.
Oh, but body type matters in Japan, bro. You can't be overweight in Japan. You can't. You can't. I'm honest. You can't. Whether you're a man or woman, you cannot be overweight in Japan.
And when I moved to Japan, I noticed people were very obsessed with everything that was white or Caucasian. Like people were bleaching their skin, whitening their skin for the posters. During summertime, everybody covered their skin.
That's very true, right? That's very true. However, even though women may be covering their skin, bleaching their skin, or wearing what's it called? What's it called, man? Umbrellas to cover their skin, right? They will still date a black dude. I saw countless of pale skinned Asian chicks with black men in Japan. You've seen my streams. Japan is a weird culture, right? A woman can be, you know, pale skin, blah blah blah, but she will still show love with a black dude. They even have a kid with, with a brother. I'm keeping it a buck. Unlike South Korea, where you know the white worshipping and the whole bleaching skin is off the charts. Yes, they're in Japan, but there's still women that will date you. In South Korea, that's a low. It's low.
And all the men were very, very like weirdly obsessed with white women, Caucasian
But that was 19 years ago.
women, especially women with blonde hair. And my first couple of months here, I was watching it and I was like, what is this? At that time, I said, whoa, this is weird. This is very different. Now I don't care. But I think back then I was like, you know what? This is the society.
Now, do you know what, right? Like Japan is such a it's a weird country because you will find black women like her. And listen, I'm not against dating a black woman that lives in Japan. If I come across an African black chick in Japan, I'm not opposed to dating her, bro. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, I'm in Japan. Yeah, just Japanese women left, right, center, right. But if I meet a black African chick, not black American, not black British, not black Canadian, no. I'm talking from the motherland, right? Black African or black Caribbean chick living in Japan. She's not a 3 or 4. She's decent. I will date her. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. And there are black women that are moving to Japan from Africa. Well, that's great for me. If I end up going to Japan, I don't know. Maybe I go to Panama. Maybe I go to Morocco. Maybe I go to Colombia or Brazil. I don't know. It's kind of watching.
They're really in love with white women. So I just kind of shut off my mind from Japanese men. And then I think it never really.
Okay, so here's what, right? Once again, foreign men and foreign women live complete different lives in Japan. We as foreign men, like Theo mentioned, we are much more loved. We are much more loved in what's it called? In Japan, right? It's just how it is. In fact, yes, a lot of foreign chicks are ignored in Japan. They are ignored. In South Korea, not so much. If you're a foreign chick in Japan, there's a market for you for Korean dudes. In Japan, Japanese dudes, right? They love Japanese chicks first and foremost. That's what I saw out there in Japan. Like Japanese dude, he loves or wants a Japanese chick first and foremost. Okay, if you're a foreign chick and a Japanese guy likes you, probably just for practice. I'm trying to keep it PG over here. You just for practice. And when I say practice, I ain't talking Drake on the Take Care album. So yeah, like Japan isn't a place for passport cis or foreign chicks, if I'm honest with you. That's more South Korea. And that's why South Korea is weird. It's a weird country for me. Like if you're a black man, you want to be in Japan. If you're a black man that likes Asian chicks, you want to be in Japan. If you're a foreign chick, right? If you're a foreign woman watching this kind of video, whatever, go South Korea. Because South Korean dudes, it is a market for South Korean dudes and foreign chicks, K-pop and all that stuff, right? But for our experience compared to her experience in Japan, we have a much better experience there in Japan. Like passport cis and foreign women cannot compete with us in Japan. And Theo is right. They get ignored, right? And the Japanese beauty standards, right, is a complete shock to them. Because, there's a lot of fat women in the West. These women are drinking alcohol every day, right? They're partying every day, horrible skin, etc., etc. And they go to Japan thinking that they can pull a Japanese guy. The Japanese guy sees an overweight chick with tattoos, bullnose earring. He's thinking, what the hell is this? Like, these foreign chicks don't get it, man. You're not like us. Right? The Japanese beauty standard is brutal. Brutal. I was there last year. Literally, I only saw one fat chick, right? One fat Asian chick. And I don't even think she was Japanese. I think she was Chinese. Literally every Japanese woman, right, is skinny, is in shape. Then you got these foreign chicks who come to Japan, right? Belly out, literally belly popping through their shirt, belly out. They got a goddamn bare belly, chunky arms, chunky legs. Why on earth would a Japanese guy deal with that, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, while you're in the West, men, level up. And I'm gonna do streams as to how I leveled up. I'm seeing results left, right, and center, man. Left, right, and center. I'm gonna give you the whole breakdown very soon, man. It's summertime. The sun is out. The women are out. They're checking. They want a brother. They checking. Okay, that's cool. That's great. That's wonderful. Okay, let's get cracking then. Man. Right? They're checking for brother, these chicks. Get your passport, man. Get your passport. All right, so I'm going to open up the phone lines. Okay. It says here, many South Korean women are bigger feminists than most American women, and it's been that way for many years. Kojo, send me a DM on IG, bro. Send me a DM on IG, bro. Send me a DM, bro. You're right. Even beautiful Polynesian chicks are ignored. Damn. There you go. Different game out there. Let me open up the phone lines. So if you want to call in, call in. It's been a great stream. It's good to be back, man. It's summertime, so we got some streams planned next week as well. Countries, vibes. How y'all doing? Make sure you join the Facebook group as well. We got a public Facebook group. Come chop up with brothers. Come speak to me in the Facebook group, and all that jazz. Let's go, man. All right. I'm going to paste. Let me pin. Let me pin this over here. All right, call in, man. If no one calls in the next 5 minutes, we're gonna end it on YouTube, Twitch. And we're gonna crash out like a mofo on Kick, bruv. Gonna crash out, man. It was good, man. Jam, are you here, bro? How's Japan, Jam? Number one fan, here's a link in the chat, StreamYard, bro. It's pinned in the live stream chat, brother. Shakedown 1979. Cool. Never had the time. On the live wire right above the street, you and I should meet. Will, can you turn your camera on in the background? So I know you're not a troll. You can turn it off after. In the background. I won't put you on. You confirmed, Will. Thank you, bro. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Will in the background, man. Will for real. Will for real. That's a good name, bro. What's going on, Will? How you doing, bro? You good? What's up, Will?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
I'm loud and clear, bro. How you doing, man? You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I just wanted to just say real quick, like I spent a few years in Japan. Just wanted to share my experiences. Yeah, and yeah, I was there during while I was in the military. I served during 9/11. I was there while I was in the Navy. So I had a little experience there in Japan, and I just wanted to say real quick, like, yeah, that is definitely true about how they want to bleach their skin and all that. But there's also some that want to be like real tan. Some of the women out there. In fact, a girl that I dated, she wanted to be as tan as us.
Damn.
Us black people. I mean, really, like she spent a lot of time sun tanning, hoping that she would turn like as tan as us. So
damn. So, brother, tell me, like, as a black man in Japan, brother, was it paradise for you, brother?
Man, it was definitely a gold mine. That's probably the most play I ever got from women. And I've always asked myself, like, wow, like, why am I not married to a Japanese woman? I got a brother who's married to a Japanese woman, a cousin who's married to a Japanese woman. I spent 3 years out there myself because I've always had it in my mind that I had to be married to at least American woman or somebody black or something like that. And that's a mindset that I've had that recently that I've just totally abandoned. now. So I'm looking forward to fully adopting the passport bro movement and mindset, the black pill mindset.
Awesome, bro. Brother, brother, were you in Tokyo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was in the Tokyo area. Where I was stationed at is called Yokosuka. So it's like a 45-minute train ride from Yokosuka area, from the Tokyo area. So I'm
Wow.
pretty well familiar with it. I used to drink a lot of beer known as called Chuhai.
Wow.
One of my favorite beers.
So, brother, tell me about what makes Japanese women so great for black men, and in your personal experience, bro.
No, they're pretty like, I want to say wild card like, because I heard they adopt so many different cultures in the urban culture that's largely attached to black people. It's something that they fully embrace. So if you like, you just be yourself, your same urban self, man, they enjoy that. And if you learn the language, man, they become slaves to you. They'll love you. But from my experience, yeah, I barely know a little bit. Like I've learned a little bit of Japanese. My Japanese is not very fluent. I wish I could speak it fluently, but I know a few phrases. And when I speak some of it, I make them laugh, and they just enjoyed me.
Damn, brother. So, like you mentioned how people in your family are married to Japanese women, brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing like you want to marry one now yourself.
Well, I'm pretty optimistic right now. Well, I've been exploring other places. I got a friend who's advocating for the Philippines heavily. I've also done some research and researching like in Ethiopian women and their culture over there. So I'm pretty wide open at the moment, but I haven't left out Japanese women yet, just yet.
Okay. Wow. Awesome. Awesome, bro. So, brother, for you, right? Like, how long were you in Japan for? Was it 10 years, 5 years?
I was out there for, it was 3 years. 3 years. I've actually served during 9/11.
That must have been an incredible part. But like, even though like you mentioned bleaching is still there in Japan, pale skin, these same pale skin bleaching women, right? They were still there, black men, right?
They do. Like like I said, the ones who adopt, who embrace that urban culture, they learn some they learn some of the English. They learn some of the ebonics, the lingo that goes along with it. They love hip hop music, and it's that. But you just got to be careful though. Sometimes they'll adopt it a little bit too much, so that you don't want them to get too Americanized. But at the same time, like there's some there that they adjust. They like the urban side of things, but at the same time they still attach to their own culture, so they all still like family oriented and stuff like that. So the ones that's probably never left Japan are probably the ones you probably want to go after. You got some who might have spent time in America. They might be a little bit too Americanized, so you probably don't want to get too deep off in with them. So
facts, bro, absolute facts. So, brother, what was the last foreign country you visited, brother?
Last foreign country I've been to, man, it's been a while. I mean, I should probably say Mexico, Tijuana, from my time in San Diego, and yeah, they like Americans over there too. But I've also been to Hong Kong, so I've been to Korea. So I've seen the difference.
How did the women treat you in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong. It's I don't know if it's changed, but since then it's been a while. Like this was like back in the early 2000s. So last time I was there, they hate Americans all around. It's not just black people; they just hated Americans. I don't know. I guess it's like what we're known for, that type of attitudes we have.
Wow. What about South Korea, bro? How was that for you, the woman?
Korea was almost like Japan. Actually, it felt like a little bit like Japan. It's pretty cool out there. I went to Busan, so that's like say South Korea. I'm not sure how far that is from Seoul, but
Okay. Awesome, man. Yo, Will for real, thank you, bro, for calling in. Appreciate you, bro.
yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you having me.
Awesome, brother. Keep watching the channel, get inspired, and you know how to reach out to me, brother. Okay.
All right, I appreciate you.
All right, brother. Peace out, bro. I'm gonna drop you off. Shout out to Will for real there. All right, everyone. We're taking over to Kick. Okay, so in 1 minute, we're gonna go over to Kick. We're gonna crash out for half an hour, and then we're gonna end the stream. And I'm gonna see y'all next week. Okay, so we're going to yeah, go on there. So Kick in 1 minute. Here's a link to the Kick in the chat. We're going to go over to Kick. We're going to crash out on Kick. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. Kick crash out up next. Give you 1 minute. Everyone move on to Kick. Go on to Kick. We're moving over to Kick. Here's a link in the Kick. Here's a link in the YouTube chat. We are moving over to Kick in roughly 40 seconds. So move over to Kick. Move over to Kick, everyone. Kick crash out coming up next. Why is there still 40 people on YouTube? Everyone move over to Kick. One more minute. I'm going to end the streams on YouTube, Twitch. Shout out to Ozzy on Kick. Shout out to Aaron on Kick. Shout out to Aldo Motta on Kick. Awesome. Make sure you follow me on Kick too. All right, 30 more seconds. We're going to end the streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And then we're going to crash out on Kick. Rumble gang, head over to Kick. Okay, so let me end the stream on Rumble. Let me end the stream on Twitch. Let me end the stream on Facebook. And let me end the stream